Group Editors Pty Limited is the publisher of 6 weekly sold newspapers, as well as 3 weekly free newspapers, with a collective weekly print run of over 90,000 copies, distributed across the entire Garden Route and Clancarroh area. We employ over 110 full-time employees to ensure the seamless running of this organization. The logistics of putting together our weekly flagship paper, the George Herald, is something to behold. We have 12 dedicated journalists working on our printed and digital editorial content. These journalists are responsible on following up on stories, ensuring they are written objectively, whether they are about politics or simply the school sport weekend. As a community newspaper, we are the watchdogs for our communities when it comes to our local government, and it is the journalists who are entrusted to ensure that these stories pertinent to our community are published. Group Editors has a state-of-the-art production system developed for the production of newspapers in Australia. We were the first newspaper in the country to trial this system called Pongras, and it has now been successfully installed in over 150 community newspapers across the country. Our design team is made up of 6 advert designers and 5 page layout designers. They use the Pongras plugin to Adobe InDesign to produce all the adverts for the paper, as well as do the layout of all the pages. The advanced system allows for real-time tracking of not only the ads, but any delays on the page layout side. Once the pages have been completed and signed off by the editor, it is time for production. Group Editors has a very advanced computer-to-plate machine, which has enabled us to enhance the color and quality of the newspaper printing. At any one time, Group Editors holds at least 200 tons of paper stock on our floor. The paper used to print our newspapers is 48.8 gram paper and delivered to us on web reels that each weigh in excess of half a ton, and if one reel were rolled out, it would be at least 13 kilometers long. The newspaper is printed on a Goss web press. This press runs at 20,000 copies per hour and can print and fold up to 32 pages in one continuous run. The newspaper is printed in 4 process colors: cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. These 4 colors, combined at the right percentages, will make up any color you can think of. The press is operated by 4 qualified machine minders, with 5 assistants to ensure the constant color correction and registration of the pages is correct. Group Editors believes in constant training and at all times runs an apprentice program that will train willing individuals to become machine minders and have a trade behind their name. Once all the sections of the newspaper have been printed, they need to be manually collated. This team will ensure that all inserts have been put into the papers. They will then meticulously ensure that the paper is collated in the correct sequence to ensure the end product is delivered to our clients perfectly. The papers are then packed and strapped and ready for delivery, which begins at 0300 hours Thursday mornings. Group Editors have a great team committed in providing you, our readers, with current, objective news on a weekly basis. And by ensuring that this product is brought to you with the highest quality news, informative and useful advertising and promotions, we know that we will continue to grow as the most supported weekly newspaper of George.